Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Along the Spiritual Journey. So, I wanted to take the time to define spirituality to me and in correlation to the human existence. So, we understand that whatever we feel or think is our reality. We also have this physical world, this tangible world that we can touch, that we see, that we interact with on a daily basis. And we forget that we utilize so many other things as tools that we don't really think about ourselves being a tool in utilization to a bigger purpose or byproduct or something that allows us to see not only the functionality of purpose, but the emotional spirituality of purpose. And so I always take the time to remember that, like, sometimes here's what spirituality is again for me. It's about constant cleansing. That's not about trying to be perfect. It's not about trying to be moralistically pristine. It's none of that. It's literally just when something comes over you that you know doesn't belong to you, you have the opportunity to first keep it or discard it. In the moment of that presence of a thing, it is hard to sometimes get rid of something that has emotionally kept you safe. But if this mechanism is now putting you at, let's say, more of a disadvantage because you put up so many barriers, that you have to let some of that go, and then you get to discard it, and then that makes space for new stuff. That's the whole point of the spiritual journey to me. I mean, it can be whatever it is for other people and how they want to interpret it, but from my experience and travels and people I've interacted with, it was always about allowing the human to feel light, to not feel like it's attached to things that really don't belong to any of us, because we already know once we pass away, it's still here, it gets inherited, it gets moved on, it gets sold, whatever. That's not our legacy. That's not who we are. That's part of our legacy, a tangible part, but our essence is what we want to remain, which is why knowing that when you interact with other people, you're giving them genuine, pure energy. Because if someone doesn't realize that you're having a bad day or you think a certain way about them, they're just living their lives, and then you lash out at them and they don't know why, and then they take that energy and it manifests into something else. And this is why it's really important to maintain your sensibility of self without getting lost in translation. So remember, the spiritual journey is about cleansing and listening to your true, authentic self.